Hello students, my name is Autumn Rook from the North Alabama Agriplex, and I'm your school's garden educator. I really wish that I could be out here in the garden with you today, because today you all are going to be doing something super fun. But before we get into today's activity, I just want to ask you, does anybody have a favorite garden vegetable? It can be carrots or tomatoes or even broccoli. If you do, turn to the person closest to you and tell them your favorite garden vegetable. Ask them what theirs is too. In order to grow your favorite garden vegetables, we need healthy, happy soil, and that's what we're going to be doing today. You all are going to be filling your old raised garden beds with new, happy, healthy soil. In order to do that, today we're going to be using garden trowels, maybe a bucket, some gloves, and even your hands. Alright, so the first step for our lesson today, we're going to be taking our garden trowels and digging up the old soil, making it nice and loose and fluffy. If you know how to use a garden trowel, that's great, but if you don't, let me show you how. So you're going to hold your garden trowel towards you just like this. And only when your teacher says to go, you're going to take your garden trowel and dig up the soil just like this to where it's nice and loose and fluffy. And remember, we don't want to throw dirt up in our friends' eyes because that's not very nice. And we don't want to compact our soil and do that. We just want to hold our garden trowels just like this and dig up our soil. Our next step is to fill our raised garden beds with potting mix, but it's kind of heavy. So ask your teacher to dump your potting mix into the garden bed. I'm going to demonstrate with this bucket. So after your teacher has dumped the potting mix onto your garden bed, you're going to take your garden trowel, and remember your tool safety, or your hands, and you're going to spread the potting mix all over the garden bed, nice and even, just like that. This bag is pretty heavy too, so your teacher's going to dump the topsoil into your raised garden bed. And after she's dumped the topsoil all in here, again, we're going to take our garden trowel or our hands and spread it all over the garden bed nice and even. Our last heavy bag is the compost. So your teacher is going to dump the compost, just like the others, into your raised garden bed. And just as before, take your garden trowel or your hands and spread that evenly, just like the other two. All right. And since we have our soil all into our raised garden bed, the last step is the most important. Remember the compost that we just put in? The compost is the most important soil that we put down because it's nutrients for your plants. So it has to sit at the very top of your soil. So we're going to take our hands or our garden trowels and we're going to lightly mix in the top layer of compost all into our raised garden beds. Just like that. Remember, you don't want to dig down too deep. We don't want to do that. Just really lightly, and then we can even it all out. All right, you're done. Look at how much you've accomplished today. And once your hands are all nice and clean, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back because you did an awesome job today. And turn to the person closest to you and tell them how much they accomplished today too. All right, well, I'll see you next time, and I hope you all had fun today. And have a good day. Bye!